commitment. It's not a weekend, and once again, Sloane has shown up unannounced. But this time, she bought a bottle of whiskey. You're a few drinks in when comfortable silence settled between you. Sloane, being Sloane, decides to break it. So, when you go tell Nadine how Nadine's foot. So, when you gonna tell me how Nadine's first real dumb experience went? Sloane. At the start of the session, you nearly choke. You try to cover it up with a sip of your drink, but you can't fool your oldest friend. Isn't that good, huh? Give him a gun. Sloane will only keep pestering you until she gets her way. It was good. Really good. But I can't feeling frustrated by the whole thing. You mean you didn't get off? You almost laughed. You're so hard for Nadine as she dominated Karina that you steal really from it. Oh, I got off. But that's kind of the problem. I don't know why I'm frustrated. I knew I wouldn't like sharing Nadine with another person, but I thought that I'd put rules in place and force her to follow them. For the first time since she arrived, Sloane's easy grin slips. So you're jealous, and that's all this is? You picture Nadine standing over Karina, feel the knot in your stomach twist. Sloane's not that simple. If it was just jealousy, you can make it go away by refusing to bring another person into the bedroom again. And that's not an option? You shrug uncomfortably. Could refuse Nadine a privilege, but you know it wouldn't help the way you're feeling. She enjoyed every goddamn second of that night, and I enjoyed watching her. You grab your glass and kick back the drink before topping yourself off again. Did Nadine enjoy it? Well, I doubt. She's natural dominant, and she doesn't even realize it. As soon as the words leave your lips, you realize how true they are. The moment she decided which sub she wanted, she was fully in charge. For herself, of everything. So a matter of time before she figures out how much power she has. And what would that leave me? No, I get it. She's in charge of everything, including you. How many times have you pictured yourself in this sub's place, Megan? Once, twice, every hour of every day since it happened? You scoff, forcing the image of Nadine standing over you with a whip out of your mind. I just want seeing her stand over someone else. If I had to have that image in my head, I'd rather be in it. Doesn't mean I want to kneel for her. Not even Nadine asked very nicely. You wait Sloane off. Spend enough time worrying about your own problems. You don't need her to stir everything up again. Amazing how you went from one of Seattle's most notorious single women to an expert on relationships practically overnight. Being in a happy relationship can have that effect. So you wouldn't call you official? That was fast and out of character. I know, and there's a special kind of woman to tie me down. You shake your head with a laugh, but it doesn't last long. Never seen Sloane like this before. Earnest, honest, and actually blushing. I'm serious, Sloane. This whole starry-eyed romantic thing you're doing is starting to freak me out. What's that supposed to mean? You're so grateful to have the conversation turn to Sloane and her relationship, they don't bother holding back. So, what happens if she runs into one of your exes? Like that one sub you dated a few years back, Lady Bountiful, Lady Butterfly? Her name was Lady Ben, and as I recall, right there, she used to give you sobriety tips. And that's exactly my point. Kelly would take one look at her and pass out. Sloane blows out a long breath, a strange smile playing about her lips. I know what you're trying to do, but it's not necessary. Kelly knows all about my dumb life. Does that mean you're training her? No, not really. She's willing to try a bit of spanking and some light bondage, but she's not up for this full sub-life. But you've been part of the BDSM community for over a decade, and I said, there's your life. Sloane drops her hands to her knees and leans earnestly across the coffee table. I'd like to share that part of my life with Kelly, obviously, but it's not for her. I'll survive without it. And what can I say? I love her. She's worth more than me, than all the whips and chains in the world. So you can't possibly be in love already. It's been all 4 weeks. How can you be drawn around the outward already? Sloane lays her hands in a gesture of helplessness. Sorry, Reagan, but when you know, you know. Why would I fight against something that feels so good? Sloane stare and blinking. Sloane's smile turns inward. She's 100% serious. 100% wrong. Sure, it feels all shiny and golden now. What happens when the honeymoon period wears off? Vulnerability, trust, commitment, all that stuff you don't believe in. I'll tell you what. Why don't you and Nadine come out on a double date with us and I'll prove it? I'm not sure Nadine can spare the time off from work right now. Come on, she believed her dumb maid tells her to. Plus, she and Kelly really hit it off. Turn the idea over in your head, and your hesitation wanes. You start to see the opportunity. People don't just change because someone new walks into their life. There must be some more going on. Kelly's alone wrapped around her little finger, and someone has to watch Sloane's lovesick back. You lift your chin, acknowledge the playful challenge in Sloane's voice. You know what? I'm in. I'll set something up for tomorrow night. Yes, the Reagan I know and love. The next night, you pick Nadine up for the date, careful not to show how uneasy this whole evening makes you. It's just one night. I gotta read on Kelly's real feelings for Sloane, and I'm out of here. It's nice to go out with someone whose income falls within normal bounds for a change. The individual is exhausting. Tell me about it. It's always, let's go for a ride in this limo, and baby, let me buy you these diamonds. Truly, no one suffers more than you two. As you nod to the club bouncer, Lady slips her arm through Kelly's and leans in conspiratorially. Watch. $5 says Reagan paid the guy ahead of time to take us up to the VIP section. Oh, I believe you. And Sloane had any hand in it, there's a bottle of champagne chilled and waiting. Welcome, Miss Thorne. If you'll follow me, I have a table ready in the back. The champagne is being brought out now. Nadine and Kelly shared a glance before dissolving into peals of laughter. You cast an accusatory glance at Sloane. I told you it was overboard. Then again, it's not always a bad thing to be treated like royalty. I can't tell my kindergarten students that I'm like a real-life fairy tale princess now. You sit next to Nadine, your eyes fixed on Kelly, as all you all settle into place. This is your chance to show Sloane who Kelly really is. What would that make me? The evil stepsister? Sloane snorts on a laugh. Actually, I did get the nail on the head. To your surprise, Kelly rises to your defense. I say you're more like the queen. A bit wiser, a bit more responsible. Always need to be in charge. But also weird as fun. I'm not so sure about that last part, but overall, I'll take it. It doesn't take long for the champagne to do its job. Soon enough, Nadine, Sloane, and Kelly are dragging you onto the dance floor. I love this song. Me too. I actually saw them in a concert 2 years ago. At the Real? I was at that show. No way. We could have danced right next to each other and never known. As they draw you and Sloane into the mass of writhing bodies, you recognize an opportunity. Sloane, why don't we trade partners for this one? That way, maybe I can figure out how Kelly managed to tame Sloane so quickly. You're gonna let someone else get a little physical with Nadine? I must catch you on a good night. Don't make me regret it. Fine by me. While you and Sloane trade places, Kelly flashes you a friendly smile. She leans in, speaking loudly to be heard over the music. Reagan, I wish you'd tell me more about what Sloane was like in college. The only thing she says is that she was almost expelled 3 times for inappropriate and lewd behavior. Don't tell her a thing, Reagan. She's too innocent to hear about our past exploits. Kelly might be too innocent, but I'm not. I didn't need to hear this. Kelly, I thought you two talked about everything. You smirk in sly triumph as you guide Kelly in the swirl, certain you found a crack in your relationship. I know enough. It's surprising how much ground you can find. How much ground you can cover on a 4-hour video chat every night. 4 hours? Every night? Kelly shoots Sloane a look so heated he could scorch the air between them. To be fair, we aren't always talking. God bless today's technology. Back in college, we had to send our news via fax. You have to admit that Kelly's had all the right answers so far, but you know there must be something Sloane's held back. Did you know that Sloane was an art major before she switched to business? She wanted to make all the new models. Kelly giggles as the song comes to an end. She spins smooth into Sloane's arms. Nadine takes her hands as another song begins. That sounds about right. Can you even draw? Not so much as a stick figure. I felt that class so hard. I did manage to sleep with the nude model, though, in the supply room while class was still going on. I had a girl. You thought your jaw. Don't be enough to reveal another of Sloane's potential secrets, but Nadine grabbed your wrist. Cut out, Reagan. You're being rude and obvious. You glanced at Kelly, afraid she might be upset, but she seems just as happy and friendly as before. Hey, I get it. You kept us alone. You don't want to see her get hurt. I don't need your protection, Reagan. You owe Kelly an apology. Sloane, you're right. I thought I was lying. You meet Sloane's eyes, regret rising in you. She see the hurt expression on her face. I'm sorry for how I behaved tonight. I just worried, that's all. You ain't usually like this. Like what? Happy? Kelly calms Sloane with a little more. Kelly calms Sloane with a little more than a word and a smile. Like I said, I get it. I'm worried too. My best friend was moving this fast in a relationship. Reagan's heart isn't in my place. Even if her methods leave something to be desired. You sigh, well aware that you've been beaten at your own game. If there's any consolation, Kelly passed the test with flying colors. Clearly knows what she's getting into, and not even I can scare her off. Hell no, I'm not easily intimidated. Nadine holds her hand out for a high five. We working class women aren't so easy to bring down. Kelly's unbothered, and Nadine seems satisfied with your admission, but Sloane still looks upset. Let me make it up to you two. What do you say to an after-hours indulgence at one of the best dessert bars in the city? You had me at dessert. Fine. Am I still thinking not so Reagan? Yeah, but that's not exactly news, is it? Let's go. The restaurant's closed for the night, but Chef owes you a favor. Everything's already set up and waiting when you arrive. The chef here is internationally renowned for butterscotch custard. The wait list to get in here is months long. And then a perk of dating a rich woman, skipping lines. Pull out Nadine's chair, so waiter brings out the small custard bowls. Smell caramelized sugar wafting from them. Both Kelly and Sloane dig into the desserts right away, and look over at Nadine. She's waiting patiently for your orders. Grab a spoon against the caramelized surface and scoop up a generous bite to creme brulee. Close your eyes. You never tasted anything like this before. Her eyes fall shut. She pursed her lips. You slid the spoon into her mouth, enjoying her soft moan as the pellet rose with her tongue. Oh wow, nice. You pop a sugared raspberry into her mouth, but following up with a kiss. The sweet fruit still clings to the tip of her tongue. She nibbled the soft curve of her lips. Almost as delicious as you. I know. Soon both Sloane and Kelly finished their desserts and are looking at each other. With a different kind of hunger. I have to. Me too. They get up and make their way toward the bathroom, giggling the whole way. We're lucky to see them for the rest of the night. We'll be lucky if we see them for the rest of the night. You have to admit, Reagan, they are pretty cute together. Yeah, I just worried that they're moving too fast. Someone's always been impulsive and reckless, but this is different. Dangerous. Dangerous how? We're just making a mistake. Whatever all that waits for her is a fiery crash. Nadine looks at you a little oddly, but her smile is as soft as she replies. Then she crashes and burns. She's an adult, and she knows the risk. You've done your due diligence as her friend. Now it's time just to be happy for her. Nadine slides a leg over yours till she's nestled in your lap. Duke has enough to talk about Sloane. It's time to focus on dessert. Oh, that's Sloane and Kelly flee as you feel Nadine's hips start to move enticingly over your own. Slide a hand up her thigh, skin grazing skin as your palm glides up to cup her hip. She kisses her. When you kiss her, a hint of sugar lingers. You're sweeter than any creme brulee. You float Nadine's neckline, brushing your fingers against her skin as your mouth finds her jawline, then her throat. Her breathing is starting to turn to a mewling pant when a amused cough sounds from someone behind you. Am I interrupting something? Sloane. Nadine scribbles off your lap in a flustered whirl, but you maintain your composure. You know damn well what you were interrupting. My mistake. I let you want to know that I'm taking Kelly home now. She wanted me to thank you for the lovely evening, despite your attempts to steer her away. Since these words are no more than the truth, he gave way with a sigh. Between Sloane, Kelly, and Nadine, you never stood a chance. I know you want to hear it, so here it is. You win. You proved me wrong. It sounds like they keep going on with Kelly. I was be the winner. A few nights later, you decide to pay Nadine a surprise visit. It's important to keep a sub on her toes and on her back. Reagan, is everything okay? Nadine, I don't need an invitation to visit my sub. You breeze through the door and kick it shut behind you. Something about that hard thud makes you feel a surge of control. Well, if you've forgotten that you belong to me. She gulped before dropping her gaze and curling herself in her submissive pose. Of course I belong to you. I wait for a session whenever you demand it. Not so fascinating. I appreciate what a good girl you are, but I'm here for another dumbbell lesson. Nadine's eyes light up with interest. What do I need to learn about next? Chassis belts? Chains? Cages? You did very well the other night, and reminded me we haven't covered the most important lesson of all. Rewards. When your soul's been good, it's important to give her the reward she deserves, as many times as she deserves it. Oh, mistress, I've been such a good girl for you. Took care of that cell just the way you taught me. I enjoyed it when you made Karina scream. That means it's my turn to scream now? You're seized by the sudden urge to draw her to the floor and have her way with her. Drawing a deep breath, you step back instead. Not yet. First, we need to discuss all the different kinds of rewards that May can give her sub. I like what it's decided. give or sexual pleasures. You allow your gaze to run up and down Nadine's body. Your intention is clear. The best rewards are the ones that come with guaranteed satisfaction. Put your hands down her body. You touch so light that goosebumps of anticipation break out over her skin. In the end, intimacy and pleasure are the most important things a dominee can offer a sub. I believe that. No one knows what brings me pleasure better than you. She purrs and arches, encouraging your hands to explore her soft curves at your leisure. True, and for you, the greatest pleasure is always accompanied by something new and exciting. She leans away to gaze up at you with eager anticipation. Wonder I look. You could have something elaborate. You could have some elaborate plan for tonight, haven't you? The sort of one, but the final piece is yours to decide. I have my guys on standby. One call, and I'll be here in minutes to install something new in the dungeon. You show a photo of the sex swing on the phone, the one you chose specifically with her in mind. Perfect mind control for Dame, and with enough freedom for herself to really enjoy themselves. Nadine pauses for a moment to mull it over. Well, I've always wanted to try one. The dog Nadine is strapped into her swing, and her motion, yours to control, is almost too much to bear. You pull your phone and make the call. As it rings, you give Nadine her first command. Get dressed and ready for me. I promise this will be worth the wait. I know you won't stop until it is. You give her ass a playful smack and she dashes off. A short while later, you lead Nadine into the dungeon where the sex swing has been installed. Her eyes go wide as she takes it into sight. Oh wow. You drop your hands to her hips and lower your mouth to her ear. Good wow or bad wow? Amazing wow. The curve of her ass nestles against your hips. She'll hold her in place. Mistress, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve you. Your hands tighten reflectively on her hips. She drags with a gasp, her sweet, luscious curves walking into your body. Nadine, I don't want to hear you say that again. You deserve everything good in this world, starting with an orgasm unlike any you know before. Mistress. You bite gently down her neck, driving your words home. I want to hear you say, Nadine, you deserve this. Instead of complying, Nadine moans softly as her mouth works up from her neck toward her jaw. Oh, yes. She walks back against you, her curves pressing into the apex of your thighs and stroking the wet heat between them. You bow your face to her neck, breathing in her intoxicating scent. She wriggles again to entice you into action, but you don't yield. I said, I want to hear you say it. As you speak, you run your hands down the front of her body. Recklessly tracing her every curve. You slide her underwear off, pleased to see her slick center ready and waiting for you. I deserve this. I deserve everything. And that's right, little lamb. I think you're ready to get started. You lead her to the swing and caress the leather cuffs that will hold her suspended in the air. There are dozens of ways to contort your body so I can drive pleasure deep inside you. Is it dangerous? Only if you don't know what you're doing. All you have to do is trust me completely. Nadine trembles as she fingers the cuffs and bands. She peers up at you with those gorgeous eyes. I do trust you, Reagan. Good girl. Now get up on the swing, and I'll demonstrate a proper reward for a pleasing sub. You proffer a hand to help her into the supple leather seat. Now you ass up. I know how much you like being taken from behind. You situate her hips resting in the seat. The perfect curves of her ass thrust up in midair. It sounds like flying. You won't be saying that for long. I haven't cuffed your legs yet. You grab one of her ankles and tug it toward the outer edge of the swing. She gasps and grabs her leg to steady herself. Reagan. Come on, Nadine. I can hardly give you a proper reward if you're not tied up and spread wide for me. As soon as she's in place, you step back to take in the side of her gorgeous body on display for you. You're sinfully beautiful, you know that? You pose the swing with an impish smile and give it this push. Nadine gasps, her body sways in the swing, thrust into the sensation of weightlessness. Don't worry, I won't tie your hands this time. She draws in a deep breath, wriggling a little as she adjusts to the gentle rock movements. Thank you, mistress. You lightly graze your hand up and down the exposed line in her thigh. She shivers and sends the whole swing shuddering. Oh, it's so sensitive. The swing is designed to be responsive to your every movement. When you shake, it shakes. When you ride, it rides with you. See what I mean by rewarding you? It's a lot easier for me to rock your world when your feet are on the ground. I'm ready for whatever you want to give me. Just as long as you give it to me hard. So tonight's all about showing my appreciation. I'll start with the most obvious course of action. She tugs her restraints, surges her body upward in an attempt to pull you in. Yes, please. I'm ready for anything, mistress. Reach out and give her ass a gentle smack, though your eyes travel lower to the wet heat of her core. Now it's time to satisfy your hunger and mine. You nuzzle your head between her legs, reveling in the familiar scent of her and the heat of her body. Oh God, Reagan, it's too much. You run your tongue along her cleft, not stopping until she's practically shuddering underneath you. Don't fight me. Just enjoy yourself. As you tongue her core and button, alternating between the two with rhythmic intensity, she cries out in sudden wild delight. Yes, Reagan. More. You pull back, body tight with longing. You catch your breath. Wait, don't stop. You just get into the good part. A few minutes in a swing, and all of a sudden you think you can call the shots. Instead of accepting your rebuke mutely, Nadine purrs, rocks her hips upward in a bid for attention. You're the one who wants to reward me. Shouldn't we keep going? You pause just long enough to grab a dildo from Nadine's collection. You strike against her hand, showing her how hard she's about to get it. There's more than one toy for me to play with in this room. Oh God, yes. I deserve to have that deep inside me. And you get that? Eventually. You laugh with wicked delight. You nudge her entrance. She bucks her hips in anticipation of the toy, but you just lightly push the swing. Wait, what are you... Her protests are cut off as her body swings away, then returns and impales itself on the toy's tip. Oh my God. You want it all the way inside you? We'll have to swing a bit harder. Yes, anything. He puts the swing harder. The sound of her moan as the dildo slides deeper and he drives you to the edge. It doesn't take long for Nadine to build herself up to a pleading, mewling frenzy. Just like that, mistress. Oh God, yes. So much, yes. She's like an animal as she bucks and pleads, her body thrashing. She drives her higher and higher toward climax. The dominator inside you knows that you can prolong this moment, edging until she weeps for release. But you don't. You don't need my permission this time. This one's all you. She needs no more invitation. She plunges between her thighs once again, while her body drives over the edge in a convulsive climax. Reagan. Oh God, Reagan. Through the satisfaction that can only come from pleasing Nadine, she lets out a long sigh. She comes down. Feeling rewarded, she wriggles happily in place, her smile all the confirmation you need that she enjoyed herself. And it's time for the rest. Your reward. A good night's sleep curled up in my arms. She smiles dreamily up at you. That sounds perfect. Good. Your comfort means everything to me. Your war is coming hard for me, and mine is taking care of you. If this is what being a good dumb gets me, can't wait to see what being a bad one will do. You and Nadine take your time getting settled for the night. But the slide between the sheets when Nadine's phone goes off. Am I getting away with a booty call? Nadine shoves you playfully in the shoulder. Very funny. It's just Natalia. She probably has a work emergency. He watches Nadine retreat into the living room, her phone pressed against her ear. You lie back on the bed and try to tune out Nadine's voice, but you can't help overhearing snippets of the conversation. Are you serious? They can't just scoop our store like that. But we've been working on it for weeks. Hell yeah, I want to move up the deadline. I won't let you down. There's an intensity in Nadine's voice you never heard before, but you try to ignore it. Nadine's made it clear that she wants to handle her work life herself. If she needs something, she'll let me know. But I won't let her get hurt, no matter what. The safest place for her is by my side. Always.
My